ago.
Oh, with the Muslims.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you put this on your shirt? Or maybe your strap?
Yeah. We were there like 2 days after. 2 or 3, maybe 2. And
Ang kadto ito kamo sir.
oh, ara kami to kasi Mindanao kami mo.
Ang kadto ni ng battle
Oh, wait. Ara kami to. Te.
And there was nothing?
And there's this just small, very small area where there were cars that have been shot bullets.
Ah. Like a set on a movie or something.
Yeah, yeah. But funny is people over there are just acting like there's nothing happened.
Like everything's normal.
Everything's normal. Vehicles are just passing by that area, and that area is just one small place. How come other places in that area are not
Affected?
affected? Yeah. If there was a war that had happened, because in the news they make it look like it's really
A big deal.
yeah, so serious. But for the people over there, it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm comparing this.
With Iran.
Yeah. When you take when you check the war videos, you know, it's, AI can manipulate
Yeah.
videos, and I'm always thinking that when there's something in the news, like big news, that's when they are covering.
Like I've had also a theory like this too. Like maybe they are faking the war to raise the oil prices so that everyone pays more. and everyone's
So many reasons.
Yeah. So everyone pays more.
That's one.
Yeah,
that's
and
one.
everyone's like, oh, it's just normal because there's a war in Iran, and so we're just
Yeah.
gonna lower our heads and it's
Yeah.
normal. You know?
But when you say that to
A normal person.
most people,
You're crazy.
you're going to be in a
Yeah.
bad position.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's why I post on Iran on my social media, but I always post both sides and it's like question mark because some people say like people are cheering for the Iran like in Iran for Iran falling and some people are against it and saying death to America. So
the Americans say it.
yeah, I have no clue. And then the liberals of America are saying America's bad. The conservatives of America are saying America's good. So, so it just seems like every country, every place has the direct opposite opinion and no one agrees.
I guess divide and control.
Yeah, divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer, yeah. To control.
Because as long as there's chaos, you can prolong actually fixing the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an excuse to keep fighting and delaying time. Whereas if there's no conflict, I mean, same within the body, right? That's why Jupit's fasting the champion chicken. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants the chicken to like revive itself and fix itself. But the same is true for the human being. If we're not eating shit and taking part in shit, then the fixing would happen, Like we would fix the earth, I think. So they have to have something going on, like whether it's war, whether it's politics.
Do you think it's nature doing?
Which
the war that's happening? You think this is a part of nature doing to
Maybe,
heal itself?
maybe, but
So
I don't think
that
so.
it influence the
Maybe.
human behavior.
I think humans are just so unnatural, so I don't think so. Like humans are acting so unnaturally. Like I think if there was none of this war bullshit, then we would fix ourselves much easier, like much faster maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah, me and Richard were talking about how when we're driving from Colonia to Sagay or Sagay to Colonia, we see all these sugarcane lands. And imagine if all those lands were the promised land, so it's just full of fruit trees.
Replaced.
Yeah, and coconut. I always think that I'm going by like this is so much nice land to plant. And if they just waited 7 years, then the whole world would come to visit this place, you know? Like it would be literal paradise. But no, instead we're gonna focus on I need to eat right now. So I need some money right now. So I'm gonna make some money right now. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Just feels like a waste. No.
I sometimes mention, say to fellows, people around, what if we decided to replace most of these sugarcane areas with varieties of fruit trees? It's gonna be a.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll be no hunger.
Yeah. Or like you said, no sickness.
Yeah, yeah, and beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, exactly. So maybe people still want an ugly world.
We're gonna be in a different mood or vibration.
Yeah. Probably almost a different dimension.
Yeah.
Because I had a discussion with the people who want to make a healing center in Korea, because it's like there are people in North Korea that defect to South Korea, right? And then they come to South Korea and like they do the shows where they eat the Korean ramen that's really famous, and they're like, oh, this is the best thing, like I'm so happy I'm here. But if you think about that, like from our perspective, they're going from one control system to a slightly better control system, and they're holding up the products that are still poison and saying this is the best. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're still stuck in the prison. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's so much confusion out there, because if people just, you know, did the simple thing and got closer to Earth, it would be so much better. But
I guess humanity is slowly waking up. So maybe this is the one reason of the war that's
maybe,
going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Because they keep dividing the people.
yeah. Yeah, there are sometimes comments saying like, oh, like we shouldn't focus on fighting, like we should just focus on the people at the top, like this. Like stop fighting, like I heard like stop fighting horizontally, like don't fight black, white like this, no, just fight with the rulers and then the subjugated like this.
The one who really rule the world.
Yeah. But I think that's like the aggressive way to go at it, and I think the passive way is what we're doing here. Like you don't need to fight anyone.
The best way to fight them is to improve yourself. Or
Yeah.
because you can influence others.
Yeah.
If you improve yourself.
And also, if you fix yourself, then you can't be like influenced or controlled. Yeah.
Like a lighthouse to others.
Yeah. Yeah, Agua Pinero, he has a sovereign community in Portugal, and he was talking about how we should practice like trying to do everything by ourselves, which includes like it can include hospital and police and all this kind of stuff too, but to be your own nation, because basically you see what I'm saying, because basically we are still children because the government is our parent. Because there are certain things we can't do. We don't have our own money. Yeah, we don't have our own hospitals. We don't have our own schools. We don't have our own police. Like, we don't have our own governance, right? So we are not actually governing ourselves. We're being governed like this. So he was saying, like, take the measures and take the steps to slowly create those things so that you become a kingdom of your own, like this. And then and then from there it comes in, even like you start to be like a king. And what a king is like, he has to like, I don't even know if a lot of us can do this, but it's like you have to know a lot of law and stuff too, because you have to be the voice of your people, like a representative for your people. Because till now we always think king as like a tyrant and he says do this, do that. It's not that. It's a guy that, like, let's say,
That like influence others,
like a lawyer.
like a lawyer.
So, like, let's say you're the king and he gets injured, he's one of your subjects, so he's outside of your kingdom and something happens, you go and say, you negotiate for him with whoever, like, let's say the Sakai police have a problem with him. Then you say, okay, he's my subject, blah, 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 blah. Like, you're basically saying he's my child, you know, in other words, and saying, you know, what can we do to resolve this issue like this? But that's what he was saying, is you need your own currency. He says the whole system is money. So as long as you're using their form of money, that you are their child. Like, you are the government's child. Because you need their money to survive, you know, like this. So I thought that was interesting.
I find this money system, this government, like a big casino
Yeah, a big gambling system, right?
where everyone who gets in has to use the casino's chips.
Yes.
That's the currency.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the more people getting in the casino, the more the casino wins.
Yeah.
That's the government.
That's so true. That's exactly it. But technically, to be a sovereign nation is to be your own casino. Because what casinos do, and like how they can bypass laws of normal financial systems, is because you're just playing a game. You see? Because you're just using their currency. It's not the real currency. You've traded it already. So you've entered a new game. So that's technically what a sovereign nation is we're playing our own game here. If you want to enter our game, like, first of all, you have to prove to the government that our game is self-reliable and we're not an enemy to your system. So you don't have to come raid us. We have our own goals, we have our own culture, our own religion, whatever you say. And then you say, we're playing our own game here and we can actually help you sometimes if you want. But if you want to enter into our game, you have to use our chips or you have to use our rules like this. So, yeah, that's what the Agua guy is doing in Portugal. His community has been raided before by the
government,
by the Portugal government, but somehow they've managed to overcome that. Like, basically in the Portugal constitution, it says that if you're a religious entity, you are your own nation. So you have your own bylaws. So I've seen once them enter before they got officially raided, and the second guy in command was saying to them, you know, you understand that you're entering a different nation with different laws. This is not Portugal, even though they're in Portugal. So I was like, whoa, like this is a whole nother level of understanding. So, yeah. But I don't know if that will be necessary, because it's possible that soon the legal system is all collapse. But it's an interesting consideration.
I guess you think it applies here? In the
Maybe
Philippines?
not. Maybe not.
The indigenous tribes.
Under the name of religion, right?
For them, they're using like a certain clause in the constitution, like a certain article. But yeah.
So daw, di ba daw ang una di sa unang kolonyasan? May arato ya spirit nga kolonel sa ano, sa city. May arato di
Hindi
ba
man
galing
under mo
nga-
tagapon ko. Depend daw hindi nang ko sure pero do may amo sinabi tao pero Hindi lang ko sure gani
Kaya
kayo.
mo nang purpose ng gidala di ganin papa ang mga tao ay para i-separate daw may kaugalingon blas lang ako may aras sila kaugalingon nga sistema, pagtulunan, eskwelahan.
Kay layi.
Oo.
Ay taman sa na istorya gid mo.
But yeah, so the Iran war
Yeah.
seems something's
But
Weird.
we are affected also.
somehow, yeah.
Yeah,
With the
because we
oil.
travel
Yeah.
with the well, yeah.
Yeah, like they were saying, if I want to build a new house, I have to buy the materials quickly before the
Yeah.
prices rise.
Because it will rise the. But maybe we wait until the war
Oil
is
goes
over.
down. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe maybe after the war, maybe we wait a year before the price will go back to normal again. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking if we do any more projects, we should wait. But I still want to see the quote for a small, like a very small room, because I kind of want to like bring people here to fast. Like I feel like that should be a priority.
Maybe like a hut we can
Yeah,
build.
like a hut.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can even use bamboo.
Bamboo, yeah.
Yeah.
We can use bamboo.
Honestly, if we could do bamboo really well, it would be very like
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
It will stay long. Long.
like people will actually be like, oh, I want to stay in this bamboo. It's so nice, you know, like
The one that we passed by at
the knockover. Oh no.
the river. With Logan. I'm with Logan.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, everyone
The
calls
bamboo-
me
the-
Logan.
The one
Whether it's Davao, whether it's the guy. Like, oh, Logan, I'm the other one. Like, I'm not-
Maybe because Logan is easy to remember.
Maybe. You know, they
Yeah.
always say we look alike.
Oh, because sometimes they call you Logan at the barangay.
Yeah.
They all call you Kanok. All of you.
But what was it? Logan was saying maybe I gotta change my YouTube name or my channel name, and I was like, no, it's perfect already. Everyone calls me Logan, like they remember it. Yeah, the war stuff is very weird.
I don't buy it.
And are like, if the war actually is happening, what were we gonna say?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say if the war actually is happening, do the soldiers like are they just brainwashed or you know what I mean? Like
I guess the soldier didn't know what's going on. They just follow the order.
orders?
Yeah.
But I feel like with social media now, there's no excuse not to know.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they have a counter. If they know, if they against the narrative, then you are a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't buy that war. I think is to me, we are already at war.
It's a game of the higher, or in the the one that who really control the world.
Mm.
Yeah, and the puppet, they're just doing their job.
Yeah. To me, we are already at war. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day you see
Individual war.
everywhere struggling.
Mm.
Doesn't that seem war to them? Because
It's normal.
they're making us believe that there's this war thing that's going on
Over there,
over there,
but not here.
but not seeing the war that
front of
we,
your eyes.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
front of us.
I agree.
Inside the
Yeah.
war that happening inside.
Yeah. Because for me, like, not having enough fruit as a civilization, it's like a crime. or it's a severe irresponsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like not having, like,
Yeah.
because every other animal doesn't pay for their food, right? Not that every animal has enough food, but it's like, how can human beings that call themselves so smart, so much technology, so much economics and GDP and all this, they can't feed themselves with the right food? They have to go farm rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I guess because of the brainwashing. Or, yeah. Because we follow the
American dream.
Yeah. Or the culture. Yeah.
Right? Big car, big house,
Yeah.
like big TV.
So that they can harvest our energy that decide. I don't know, the one that study occult, that they say that they keep us distracted so that they can harvest our energy in form of
Let's end this.